Good day there, Cobber.
Good day there.
I have got my silly hat on.
Somebody hat. I'll rearrange the cork. He's taken it off now. I'll rearrange the corks.
Yes, thank you. This is another of the behind the scenes of my journey through Kent with this very nice chap, Nigel Sadler, and his delightful young lad, Arun, and their ferocious dog, Maisie.
Wild hound.
Wild hound. And talking of wild hound, we're going to go to quite a wild place today.
Wild, wet, windy. Well, hopefully not windy, but
Drizzly.
drizzly.
Grim. The weather out there is grim. And we're going south from here, 27 miles.
Yes.
Possibly 28, down onto the marshes. The Romney Marshes where them smugglers are. We don't know why we go into a West Country accent in Kent, but, you know, they all had this sort of hard accent, didn't they? Who was the Dr. Sin?
Oh, yeah.
Where the smugglers are. But we're not actually really going there to look at the smuggling, particularly.
No.
We want to look at the vast population of people that were once there that have now gone and what they've left behind.
Yes.
It's a very comedy noise then. The churches.
Or even the churches.
Churches and what's left of them, some of the villages we might wander through, possibly past the royal, it's not the royal, isn't it? Just the military canal. And I made a film down there about the smugglers and things, and I haven't been back since, actually. I think they may have now let me back in.
They might do.
So wet weather gear is on.
Yes.
We're trying to get ourselves motivated.
We've made the sandwiches.
Yes. So we're off. We're on our way down to the Romney Marshes on a wet and miserable day. And I've just managed to photograph, albeit very swiftly, as you can see, an oast house. Kent, of course, is famed for its oast house. Sorry about the camera jogging up and down. It's the stupid driving of
It's these rough old roads, you know.
my chauffeur.
Cobbles.
Yes, famed, of course, for the oast houses and, of course, the wonderful hops. But we're not going to look at any hops on this trip because there won't be anything around other than just empty ground.
They harvest them in September, you know.
Yes. So, heading down here, but it was nice to be able to capture one so that you actually know I am in Kent. These are the sandwiches I was provided. Top film director comes to stay. Hunk of stale bread.
He's hard to please.
Certainly is. We have gone over to the church, which is just over there. Arun's shivering in the car with Maisie, having a sandwich. I'm choking on this bread. Lovely church, though.
Astonishing. Inside.
Brick on the outside. Looks, you know, very nice. I think a bit of English bond on there. And once thatched, but now tiled. On the inside.
Wood.
Timber.
Tudor. It's like walking into a Tudor.
Yes, it's like a
building,
16th century timber frame on the inside. It's quite magical. Nigel went and got the key. There's a house just up the road here, and you didn't even have to bang on the door and beg for the key, like, you know, sometimes you have to.
8-inch long iron key,
Like that.
just like you'd imagine a key should look, and if you were drawing a fairy tale key, that's what it looked like.
Heavy
That's what
thing.
it was, yeah. I'm going to drop that.
Big lock, and in we go. And rather magical. The weather is a bit grim, but, you know, it's not pouring and lashing us, so that's a good thing.
It was dark in there, but not gloomy, because it was such a nice warm atmosphere.
Yes, and the windows, you know, you normally expect these arch windows and all of this. They're like little cottage windows. Square little cottage windows, and, you know, very nice, but so isolated here on this very flat marshland with sheep and cows around, and the wind howling. Over in the distance there, you've got the horrible wind farm generating free electricity for somebody. And, you know, one of the things I think for me is the church must have been as well as people's little houses, a refuge for the workers when the weather turned nasty, you know, because there's nothing stopping the wind at all. And you may have just taken cover in there and, right my lord, we're just going to, you know, have cover and air. Where are we going next?
I haven't a clue. Another church somewhere, possibly less complete than that one is.
Well, we found the remains of a church, a chapel, we're not quite sure what, in the middle of nowhere on the Romney Marshes. We're at a place between Burr Marsh and Newchurch, and here, surrounded by trees and brambles and hawthorn bushes and things like that, is this rubble edifice behind us, which is obviously the tower here, and then nothing. And we found it on the map, because this is real exploring, because we don't know, as you said, the dedication.
There's nothing
of the
about
church.
it. We have no information other than there was a church or chapel here, and there was.
Yes.
But you can't even tell how big it is for certain.
No, there's you know, little clues, but it's fun. You know, that's fun. We found something unlike the other church, which is all there.
Yes.
And so you can read all about it and everything. It's not even a plaque by anybody to say what it was and where it was and when it was disbanded and where the village, if there was a village and not a village, or whether it was a chapel of ease and it was just for the labourers or the shepherds, you know, like in a downland shepherd's church, which were principally for the shepherds and things.
I think we found out where all the stone has gone and all the little barns and houses and
yes,
things we've passed getting here.
Absolutely. And the rain has been on and off and on and off. It's been I've been on and off and on and off with the comedy hat, keeping my hair nice and clean. Another church. Another church.
Who would have thought?
3 churches today we've been to. 3 very different churches. This is the Church of St. Peter and St. Paul. And
In Newchurch.
in Newchurch, and this is the new church, presumably, because it's so grand. It's so grand. You're going to name your place after it, aren't you?
Yes.
Must do. 13th century originally.
Enormous inside.
Absolutely huge. 3 aisles?
3 aisles. Yes.
3 aisles. Open arches. Loads of space. Obviously the hub of the community. A little exhibition going on inside, which was quite nice.
Yeah.
Bell tower.
Tea rooms.
Yes, you name it. We could have made a cup of tea in there. Toilet, even a toilet.
Yes. We were looking for a tea shop and haven't found one.
No.
We could have probably made ourselves a cup of tea.
Could have, yes, I have been into churches where they've said help yourself. Yeah. It's just unusual. So here it is. We made a quick impromptu video whizzing round. You noticed fantastic information how the tower is the leaning tower of the Romney Marshes.
Yes.
So that's really interesting. So, you know, another video to look forward to on this little thing. We are getting wet now. What's the plan? Are we heading back home, or are we going somewhere
We
else?
might part. Well, we'll go via somewhere else, and if something really
grabs us,
we'll have time. There's enough light left, I think,
yes,
just about in the day.
Okay, sounds good. And so here endeth another long day filming. We've made, including this, 4 videos today, which has been absolutely brilliant. 3 different churches to compare, which was nice. And it's a bit of a long journey. It's about an hour down there, maybe a bit more, from Tonbridge and its wibbly, windy little roads. But back now, and it's the end of the day. Going to have baked beans on toast with a bit of cheese, maybe a yoghurt for pud. So that's nice. Going to get on first of all, before all of that, and edit up this so that you've got that tomorrow, my tomorrow, your today, sort of thing, if you know what I mean. And tomorrow I'm going home, probably go home at about lunchtime, so maybe a little video in the morning. And then that's it on this little trip up to Kent. So all good fun. But yes, better press on. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, become a patron, all that sort of stuff. Do support what I'm doing. If you enjoy it, that's great. Give us a thumbs up. See you on the next one. Till then, bye-bye.